The Sharia and the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ doesn't say that you have to wear a veil. To the best of my knowledge, veiling has nothing to do with being a good Muslim.
I don't think the veil has got to do much with being a better Muslim. I think that hijab, yes, you cover yourself to a certain extent, and that's important, but the veil is, I don't think it's really required to that extent.
Of course, when you wear it, you have to also be in another level or jump a big step also in your faith in Islam.
Veil is niqab, which covers the face. I think it is something additional to hijab. Hijab is that which is required by the Quran, that a Muslim lady should cover her body except what is apparent.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He mentioned it in the Quran, that it is, we have to wear it, and it's something which secures the woman and makes her step, like, make her more, like, what do you call it, not expensive, but more like she has a bigger value.
Women have to be respected. That is fundamental in Islam, but it's not said they have to be veiled. The Prophet didn't say that.
The hijab, I feel you're like protecting yourself to some extent. Like, it's nice to have yourself covered and have some respect and that sort of thing. But the veil, I feel you're completely blocking yourself out.
I know many modern women who wear veil for the respect. Because if you don't wear it as a woman, some men who are not very orderly bother you as a woman.
I felt like I always wanted to wear it because when I go in a road or shopping or anything, people see me. Like, people look at me, like men, of course. When they look at me, I feel something in my heart which is like really, I don't feel like nice. I feel directly like there's like a block.
Prophet's wife led an army. So how can we say that the army was being led with a covered face? It is not possible.
We follow like first Prophet Muhammad and God, like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And of course, both of them said that we have to wear it. Their daughters, their wives, all of them, they wore it. It was mentioned in the hadith and of course in the Quran.
There are many ladies who cover the entire body. They move in an abaya which is like a tent, which is a moving tent. You cannot see even you see the frame of the body. It is such. They insist that it is their tradition. Well, if they insist to their tradition, I have no right to object.
I don't think that you can have one narrow, strict view of what it means to become a better Muslim. I think that's for everyone to decide for themselves and how they're going to get to know God and be close to God. It's not for someone to dictate to you, it's for you to discover on your own.
Some women think that it is so important and it is essential because sometimes they are not very well informed about what is really orthodox within the doctrine of Islam and what is socially acceptable.
Tradition doesn't mean it's just a tradition. It's things taken from Islam and flipped into tradition. But then over time, sometimes people don't have the good understanding of things, what they're doing.
So tradition and religion are so closely intermixed that many people don't differentiate between the two.
Anytime you take the choice away from a woman and you make it imperative, you force it upon them, or you force anything upon anyone, it really becomes a source of controversy, and for good reason. I mean, why should it be forced when it's a personal choice?
Difference in opinions makes it easier for Muslims, which means, for example, one says niqab, it's a must. One says niqab is okay to wear it, you'll get good deeds, but it's not a must. Like, if you do it, you'll get more deeds. If you don't do it, you don't get bad deeds.
The Quran does not want a regimented society. It does not want to limit the freedom of the people. The Quran and the Sharia have come with some general principles which are open in many cases to different interpretations.
Everyone, Muslim or non-Muslim, they want to be happy. And this is how I be happy.